Good morning, Oklahoma students. My name is Miss Michelle, and I'm going to work with you today on some reading skills that will help grow your brain and help you become a great reader. If you have a paper and a pen or a pencil or a marker or a crayon at your house, go run and grab one right now. And if not, don't worry, we can always write in the air with our finger. I'm so excited to get to work with you today. And as always, I want to say a special hello to my reading partners from Sequoia Elementary. Even though we can't see each other right now, I hope you're all still reading lots of books and growing your brains at home with your families. While some of our friends are collecting their paper and their writing tool, I thought we might be able to learn two of my favorite tongue twisters. A tongue twister is a sentence or a story that is kind of tricky to say. Usually, a lot of words have the same beginning or ending sound. They sometimes make you feel like your tongue is twisted in a knot. They're also a fun way to help us with our pronunciation and our reading fluency. So here's our first one. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck is this basket right here that farmers use to pick fruits and vegetables, like peppers. So let's learn it together. I'm going to say it one word at a time. You repeat after me. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Now let's read it a few words at a time. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. All right, now let's read them all at once. Ready? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Great job! It's kind of fun, huh? Did you notice that a lot of our words begin with a puff sound? And that some of them had our R-controlled vowel from last lesson, Let's do another one. Have you ever heard of a tweedle beetle? Well, when tweedle beetles fight, it's called a tweedle beetle battle. And when tweedle beetles battle in a puddle, it's called a tweedle beetle puddle battle. And when tweedle beetles battle with paddles in a puddle, they call it a tweedle beetle puddle paddle battle. Now it's your turn. Let's try each line slowly, then fast. Here's our first one. Tweedle beetle. Tweedle beetle. And when they fight, it's called a tweedle beetle battle. A tweedle beetle battle. All together, the tweedle beetle battle. Good job. And if they battle in a puddle, it's a tweedle beetle puddle battle. A tweedle beetle puddle battle. A tweedle beetle puddle battle. And when they battle with paddles in the puddle, it's called a tweedle beetle puddle paddle battle. A tweedle beetle puddle paddle battle. All together, a tweedle beetle puddle paddle battle. Great job! That was fun! After our lesson today, you can try writing your own tongue twister with words that all have the same beginning or ending sound. And you can also look for tongue twisters online or in a book and challenge your family and friends to read them with you. And let me tell you a secret. I practiced these a lot before today. That's why I was able to say them so quickly right off the bat. The more you practice, the quicker you'll get too. All right. Are you ready to work on some letters and sounds? First, we're going to play a game called Syllable Roundup. Now, remember, when we're reading, it helps us to break words into smaller parts called syllables. Each syllable usually only has one vowel sound. So, I'm going to hold up a word on a card and read the word to you. And our job is to put the card into the corral that matches the number of syllables in the word. All right, so listen carefully to hear the number of syllables. Here's our first word. Full. How many syllables are in the word full? Let's clap it. Full. Just one. So it goes up here in our number 1 corral. Let's try another one. Ooh, this one's longer. Rectangle. A rectangle is a shape that has 4 sides, but how many syllables? Let's clap it out. Rectangle. 3. It has 4 sides, but only 3 syllables. All right. Let's try another one. Shuffle. How many syllables in shuffle? Shuffle. 2. Goes in our number 2 corral. All right. Let's try another one. Ready? Adorable. Adorable is when something is so cute, like a little kitten. We say it's adorable. How many syllables in adorable? Let's clap it. Adorable. 4. Ooh. All right. Let's try another one. Pull. How many syllables in the word pull? Pull. Just 1. It's in our number 1 corral. Oh, here's a long one. Motorcycle. Motorcycle. How many syllables in motorcycle? Let's clap it out. Motorcycle. 4. It's over here in our number 4 corral. All right. Let's try a few more. Pickle. Like from our tongue twister about Peter Piper and the pickled peppers. Pickle. How many syllables in pickle? Let's clap it. Pickle. 2. It goes in our number 2 corral. All right. How about this one? Invincible. Invincible. When you're invincible, that means nothing can hurt you. Like Superman is invincible, except if there's kryptonite around. So how many syllables in invincible? Invincible. 4. That's in our number 4 corral. And let's do one more. What about the word syllable? How many syllables are in the word syllable? Let's clap it out. Syllable. 3. The word syllable has 3 syllables. Great job. All our words are back in their corrals. All right, let's keep talking about syllables. Sometimes we talk about syllables that are open or closed. Have you heard your teacher talk about those before? If not, we're going to learn them today. If a syllable has a vowel at the end, and what are our vowels? A, E, I, O, and U, and sometimes Y, we call that an open syllable. In an open syllable, the vowel is long, which means it says its name. Now, if a syllable has a consonant at the end, we call that a closed syllable. In a closed syllable, the vowel says its short sound. So A says A, E says E, I says I, O says ah, and U says All right, let's practice a couple. So if I have this word, N-O-T, it has 1 syllable that ends with a consonant. So that means it's a closed syllable, and the O is going to say its short sound, ah. Let's sound it out. N, ah, t, not. All right, now, what if we open the door to the barn? Our T is gone, which means now the syllable ends with a vowel, so it's an open syllable. And the vowel's going to say its name, O. So let's sound it out. N, O, no. Great job. Let's try another one. All right, now, my door is open, so my syllable ends with a vowel. So what's it going to say? Right, it's an open syllable, so it's going to say its name, E. Sound it out. B, E, B. Now, what if I close my door by adding a consonant? What will the vowel say now? Right, it's going to say its short sound, E. So let's sound it out. B, E, D. Bed. Great job sounding out those open and closed syllables, you guys. All right, did you notice? Let's look back at our words from our Syllable Roundup game. Did you notice that they all ended with an ol sound? And that most of them are spelled with an LE at the end? When we see an LE at the end of the word, we pronounce it ol, just like all the words in our Tweedle Beetle tongue twister. And when we see a word that ends with an LE and we want to divide it into syllables to figure it out, there's a trick we can remember. The LE will always grab the consonant right before it, kind of like a cowboy lassoing a horse. But remember, it can only lasso one letter at a time. So let's take a look. We have this word. We have our LE at the end. It's going to come over here and lasso this B. So we can divide our word into two syllables right here. Now, our first syllable is T-A. It ends with a vowel, so that means it's an open syllable, and the A is going to say its name. So, T-A. And our second syllable is B-O. Put them together and you get ta-bull. Let's try another one. All right, we've got our LE at the end. It's going to come over here and lasso this G. So we're going to divide our word into two syllables right there. Now, our first syllable is B-U. It ends with a vowel, so that means it's an open syllable, and the vowel is going to say its name, U. So this syllable will be B-U, bew. G-ol, gull, bugle, bugle. A bugle is the name of a musical instrument, kind of like a trumpet. All right, let's do another one. All right, here's our next word. We're going to take our LE here at the end. It's going to lasso the T. Remember, it can only lasso one letter at a time, so it only gets one of the T's, and we draw our line here in between the two T's. So now here's our first syllable, L-I-T. It ends with a consonant, so that means it's a closed syllable, and this I is going to make it short sound, I. So let's sound it out. Ul, it, lit, t-ul, tull, little, little. All right, let's do one more. All right. Here we go. We've got our LE at the end. It's going to come over here and lasso the D. It can only lasso one letter. So we draw our line here in between the N and the D. Now we've got our first syllable. Ends with a consonant, so that means it's a closed syllable. And the A is going to make it short sound. Ah. Let's sound it out. K, a, n, can, d, ol, dol, can, dol, candle. All right, great job. All right, remember, the reason that we take the time to break words into syllables is that it helps us to learn to read and spell new words. And every time we read a new word, we're growing our brains. All right, let's practice together some words ending with our LE. I'm going to show you the word, and you tell me where to divide it into the two syllables. All right, then tell me if the first syllable is an open or a closed syllable. Are you ready? Here we go. All right, here's our first word. Where should we divide it into two syllables? I see my LE. It's going to come over here and lasso one of the D's, only one. So I'm going to divide it right here between the two D's. Did you get it? All right, and here's our first syllable. Is it an open or a closed syllable? It's closed. It ends with a consonant, with a D. So the A is going to say what? It's short sound, ah. Great job. Let's sound it out together. S-a-d. Sad. D-ol. Dull. Saddle. Saddle. Like what you sit on when you ride a horse. All right, let's try another one. All right. Where should we divide it into two syllables? See an LE. So it's going to come over here and lasso this D. And we're going to divide it right there. All right, so here's our first syllable, B-R-I. Is it open or is it closed? open. It ends with a vowel I. So what's that I going to say? Yep, it's going to say its name. It's going to say I. So let's sound it out. B-R-I, bri, d-ol, dull, bridle, bridle. A bridle is the strappy thing that you put on a horse's head when you're riding it. All right, let's try another one. We've got a lot of horse words on here. I don't know if you noticed. All right, here's the next one. Where should we divide it into 2 syllables? Yep, I see an L-E. It's going to come over here and lasso this B. So we divide it right here, in between the A and the V. Did you get it? All right, now our first syllable, S-T-A, is it open or is it closed? It's open, so what's the A going to say? Yep, it's going to say its name. It's long sound, so let's sound it out together. St-A, stay, b-ol, bull, stable, stable. That's where a horse sleeps at night. All right, let's do another one. All right, ooh. What do we have here? All right, where should we divide this one? What do you think? I see an L-E. Gonna come over here and lasso one of my T's, only one. So I divide it right here. All right, here's our first syllable, C-A-T. Is it open or is it closed? It's closed. It ends with a consonant. All right, so the A is going to say what? It's short sound. It's going to say a, k, a, t, cat, t-ol, cattle, cattle. A cattle is another word for cows, cattle. All right, let's do some more. This is going great. All right, here's another one. Where should we split this one up? C and L-E. Gonna lasso the P. So I'm gonna divide it right here. Is that where you put it? All right, so here's our first syllable, M-A. Is it open or is it closed? It's open. It ends with a vowel. So what's that A gonna say? It's gonna say its name. Ah. It's gonna say its long sound, A. All right. M-A, may, p-ol, pull, may, pull, maple. Like maple syrup, yum. All right, let's do another one. All right, where should we divide it? It's a pretty long one. Where should we put it? I see an L-E. It's gonna come over here and lasso one of the G's, only one. So I'm gonna divide it right here between the 2 G's. All right, let's, the first syllable, is it open or is it closed? Ends with a G. That's a consonant, so it's closed. So that means our U is going to say what? It's going to say its short sound, All right, so let's sound it out. Snug, 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 gull, snug, gull, snuggle. Like you snuggle up under a blanket when you're cold. All right, let's do a couple more. All right, here's our next word. Where should we split it up? I see an L-E. It's going to lasso the B. So I'm going to divide it right here. All right, here's our first syllable, F-A. Is it open or is it closed? It's open. So the A is going to say what? It's long sound, so it's going to say A. Let's sound it out. A, fay, b-ol, bull, fable. Fable. A fable is a story that teaches us a lesson, like Aesop's fables, and it's usually about animals. All right, let's do one more. What do you think? Where should we split that one up? C-N-L-E. It's going to come over here and lasso my T. So I'm going to split it right here. Now, this first syllable, T-U-R, is it open or is it closed? It's closed because it ends with a consonant, an R, but it's also an R-controlled syllable. So we learned these last time. The UR says like a tiger. So we sounded out t, tur, t-ol, toll, tur-toll, turtle. Did you get it? All right, going back to remember things we learned before is a great way to grow our brains, huh? All right. Wow, you guys have done such a great job today. You started by helping me read some of my favorite tongue twisters and counting the number of syllables in words. And then we learned about open and closed syllables and how to read words ending with LE. We even learned the meanings of a few new words like bugle and invincible, like Superman. We have one more activity today to practice what you've learned. And remember, the more we practice something new, the more we grow our brains and the easier it gets. Just like learning a new soccer move or a new video game or our tongue twisters from before. Sometimes it's pretty hard the first time, but each time you practice, it gets a little bit easier, doesn't it? All right, do you have your piece of paper and something to write with? And if not, remember, it's okay. You can always just spell in the air with your finger. All right, I am going to read some words, and your job is to spell them out on your paper. And remember, if you get stuck, think about where to divide the word into syllables, and then say and spell each syllable by itself. Are you ready? Here we go. Our first word is staple. Staple. I will staple my two papers together. Staple. 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 Everyone got it? All right. Our second word is bubble. Bubble. I blew a bubble with my gum. Bubble. 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 All right, here comes number 3. Jungle. Jungle. Some tigers live in the jungle. 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 Ready for number 4? Riddle. Riddle. Last week we told some silly riddles. Riddle. 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 All right, are you ready to check your work? Here we go. Can you see them all? All right, make sure you check each word carefully. And remember, if you missed a few, that's okay, because mistakes help our brain grow too. All right, let's see. Where did you divide this one up into syllables? See an LE. It's going to lasso the P. Is this first syllable open or is it closed? Open, because the A says its name, staple. All right, what about here? Here's our LE. We draw our line here. Bubble. Is our first syllable open or closed? Closed, because it ends with a consonant and the U says What about here? We got our LE. Lassoed the G. Is this an open or a closed syllable? Closed. It ends with a consonant and the U says jungle. All right, last one. The LE lassos the D. Only one D. And we draw our line here. Is this an open or a closed syllable at the beginning? Closed, because it ends with a consonant. And the I says riddle. Great job. All right, let's do a few more. Ready? All right, next word is cradle. Cradle. The baby slept in a cradle. 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 All right, everyone got it? Next word is marble. Marble. I rolled a marble across the floor. Marble. Marble. All right. Next word is purple. Purple. My friend Trinity's favorite color is purple. 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 And our last word is able. Able. If I keep practicing, I will be able to do it. Able. Able. All right. And check your work. Everybody see it? All right, did you get them all? There were some tricky ones in there. I threw some sneaky ones in. Let's check them. I see our L-E. Lassoed the D. Is our first syllable open or closed? Open. It ends with a vowel and it says its name. Cradle. All right. Next one, we got our L-E. It lassoed the B. So we do it right here. Is our first syllable open or closed? It's closed, but it's also what? An R-controlled syllable. R. Marble. Like a pirate. R. All right. What about here? We got our L-E. Lassoed the P. We draw a line here. Is our first syllable open or closed? It's closed, and it's also another R-controlled syllable. This one's an purple. And our last one, here's our L-E. It lassos the B. Here's our first syllable. It's only one letter long. Is it open or closed? It's open because that one letter is a vowel, and it says its name. Able. Able. Great job. All right. All right. It is almost time for us to be done for today. I'm so proud of the work that you did. Does your brain feel a little bit bigger? Next Wednesday, we're going to be learning more about letters and sounds so that we'll be able to read even more new words. And remember, the more you practice reading, the easier it gets. I can't wait to see you next week. Bye-bye.